all right. Good night. Good night last night. I'm here now, but it was a good night last night. I was out. Normal night for me. There was me, Zoe, Johnny, Alan. Those were just me and a load of balls, basically. It was all but I was also, it's a funny thing, right? They think they know what they're talking about, but they don't, these young pop singer types, right? As I was coming home, I saw Richard Ashcroft, right, lying in the gutter with a chicken sticking out of his ear, singing Una Paloma Blanca. I said, Richard, hey, apparently they do work, okay? A bit of a joke for the young people there. I thought I'd sling that one in. Hey, now then, there's something I want to show you now, because, you know, I'm a big fan of smelling lovely. It's very important. But I think there's more to life than simply smelling good, right? Let me have a look at this now. Watch. I want you to watch this, but I want you to listen very carefully. Listen. Isn't that fantastic? You can buy it in any shop. There it is. Look. There you go. Applause. That's lovely. Absolutely lovely stuff there. This is, I'm very, very proud of this. This is an award I picked up from the American organisation. That's for having the biggest talent, I would imagine, in the world of show business. Now then, this is something particularly nasty, especially if you've got children and they're at school. Say one of them gets head lice. Imagine that. Or someone will say to his mate, he's got head lice. Say, what? He's got head lice. And they'll tell somebody else, he's got head lice. And he goes around the school, and eventually, and basically what you wind up is that, see? Chinese whispers. Lice. It's a nasty thing. It really, and the other thing, I've had a complaint from my Fanwy, right, who's my little one-legged Welsh woman who works down in the kitchen. You never see her. She's one of those characters in a programme, right? She's always mentioned, but you never see her, right? Like, Mike Baldwin or someone like that. But what's happening is she buys kidneys, she buys steak, and she buys liver, and she puts the liver in the fridge, right? And she says every night she goes down, she opens the fridge, the liver's gone. Someone's had the liver. So what I've done is I bought some of this, right? And you put liver guard. That stops any kind of theft of liver. That's a useful product. Let's see what... Oh, yeah, you won't believe the trouble I've had. You won't believe the trouble... Have a look at that. Can you see that? What's that? How could that ever cause a fight? Luncheon meat, never. Cilla Black come round my house, I give her the pork luncheon meat. There you go, she loved it, she enjoyed it. Next night, Brucey came round, I offered him some. He said, is this the stuff Cilla had? I said, yeah. He said, no, I'm not having it. I have to have this stuff, look. Celebrity. Oh, they're so petty. And then I had the same trouble again, right? Dale Winton came round my house. Look, I gave him some of that. He's perfectly happy with it. Dairy Lee, a rich cheese slice, right? One of them ones from the Gladiators come round, right? Nightshade or amyl nitrate or one of them. I offered them, they said, oh, no, we can't have that. We have to have that, look. Chunky. They're more trouble than they're worth, celebrity friends. Let's see what we've got here. Now, let's see what my family's got for us here, look. Now, look at that. Another lovely photo of one of the most talented people on British television today. And she's got us that, and what's this? Oh, look. These are a frozen potato snack for your kiddies, look. Smiles. There you go. Let's see what she's gonna rustle up for us. And I'm sorry, my family, but I personally don't think that's very funny. I'm sorry. Now, as it happens, you're very, very lucky to find me here tonight. Can I just say something, though, before we go on? Words of wisdom for you. I spent the afternoon with my auntie, who lives up in Yorkshire, and she was just saying to me, as they do in that rather old-fashioned way, she said, you know something, Bob? And I was thinking this when I saw the audience tonight. She said, there's plenty of good in the worst... There's plenty of good in the best of us, but not much wrong with the worst of us. That people who live in glass houses always... She talks such a lot of bollocks, bless her. Bless her, sweet Yorkshire. Anyway, you're very lucky to find me in, because obviously, normally, I would be out and about. My mate Stagger Lee, right dopey. He won a few bob on the lottery, right? Here's what he's done. He's gone to one of them auctions and he's, buy titles, and he's now the Earl of Canvey Island. He bought it, like 15 grand in an auction. And this is his house, right? Look. He's got his own coat of arms, his own baronial coat of arms, right? Outside his house. And if that ain't bad enough, have a look at this, right? He used to do all his bag wash right here at the quick clean laundrette. But he wouldn't. He said, no, you've got to change the name of it, otherwise I ain't going to bring my washing here anymore. Have a look. Completely mad. There's plenty. I'm gonna keep doing it until I get it right. There's plenty of bad in anyone who's good, but people who are good are sometimes bad. So it doesn't do any of us any. I don't know, it is bollocks. But I'll tell you what. Funny enough, the reason I was up there is because I made a programme not so long ago about me uncle and me auntie and me cousin Nigel, and let's have a little look at it. It starts off with me uncle.
I played in the Yorkshire Council League with the ICI. Got a few wickets, a few runs.
No medals.
A few medals, yeah. I enjoyed it. I went up with him, I'd have been a cricketer.
That's me. As he was saying, he was very good cricketer. Played minor league, he's got some medals. He was hoping that his son would take up cricket, but his son was just not that type. He just wasn't. For some reason, I don't know why, he just didn't seem interested in cricket. Maybe he was more of a rugby man, I don't know.
But he never fulfilled it. But you can't push people into it. You could have made it as a cricketer, I'd have gone and watched it.
No, if you'd have made it as a cricketer, I'd have gone and watched him. I think we all would, don't you? I think we'd have paid top dollar to see that. I really do. To see the Australians facing that silly mid-arm. Here he is. He's a punk, right? Punk. Screw the system. We don't care. We're punks. Here's his mum.
He's 19-year-old. There's not a lot you can do about it, but I won't be like some people. There are a lot of children's left home through it.
Oh, God. Dad, will you go on and will you say, please, will you go on this film and say, I hate him because he's going against me and he knocks me for being in the ward, he's filthy scum. Please, Dad, just give me a bit of cred on the streets with the people, please.
Well, I like him to stay, you know, to live at home, because I know where he is then. You know, no problem if he's in a flat. Be frightened whether you're getting the right food, you know. We'll get much money, like, you know, on the door, like, so. I thought, if he's at home, we could feed him and look after him and make sure everything's okay.
And you see, the people that he hangs around with, one of his mates he hangs around with is a proper, like, punk. Well, except he don't look like a punk. But apart from that, he's a proper punk. And he sums up the 80s to me, because the 80s, for anyone who lived through them, were a bag of shit. There's no other way of putting it, really.
Now in 80s, right, life's a bag of shit, right? So we just take life as it comes, right? Don't think about tomorrow. Just do what it is today, like. You might get your dole on a Friday, right? And you go and spend it all on hell, you know what I mean? And gigs.
Hell, and gigs. What, like if Duncan Norvell's playing at the... No, those gigs... Music was very, very important to them because they're very talented musicians, so I'm just going to show a little bit now. It's my cousin playing the guitar, and his mate, right? His mate is fantastic. Bright Tony, they used to call him, because he was always chirpy and bright and chipper. He's sitting on the other bed. I don't know what I am, me.
When Pistols come on, they just went, yeah, straight in scene and they just took over and everybody just went mad on them and that. I think that's why they boomed, because they were different, you know. That's why punk come from it, you know. Because they give us the incentive to be different, not to be stick to their regulations and the poxy music and the poxy music press and that. Last time Pistols played in England, Huddersfield. Yeah, they played at Ivanhoe's on Christmas Day 1977. I think it was Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, one or two.
Oh, Ivanhoe's, look at that. That looks like a valuable property, doesn't it?
And that was the last British gig they did before I went to America and then split up. So Huddersfield's got a stamp on punk forever.
Huddersfield got a stamp on punk forever. We still all live with our mums. But apart from that, we don't care. It's funny, though, because they are punks. They're punks in spirit, but they don't look like punk. One or two of them have got the spiky hair, but they're a bit funny looking, really.
You should have seen it in 77 a lot better. That's when it first started. It was really good. They were more violent.
not really a punk. He's the little bloke off of Fantasy Island, really. And he's not a punk. All right, a little bit of punk there, but it's not, you know what I mean?
Hell of a lot of violence.
I still think, well, it's the same, you know what I mean? Like, I still sort of see these, like you say, and I still
Bit
feel
punky.
still part of it, even now, you know. They call me granddad, a lot of them, you know. That's something I don't like.
You see what I mean? His hair's a little bit red, but punks, proper punks, they do really stupid things with their heads and stupid things like with their faces and everything. Right? There's one or two proper punks.
No,
Like
sorry.
him, look. Yes! Yes! Spit on the system! He'll grow out of it. He won't, because he's the nastiest punk there is. He's got his own punk band. We'll have a little bit of these punk bands. Wow, like in this pub, like full of punks. Like, just punks take over the entire pub, and it is, like, crazy. Punks, punks, yeah, we are the punks! Yeah! Punks, grandmothers! Get them out, get them out. More punks. I'm up next for the karaoke. Right? I've got my name down for New Rose, and I'm doing Anarchy in UK. Fantastic punks they are. We can have a little bit more now of his dad, right? His dad has summed up the whole punk music system.
Sometimes I can't understand what they're singing about, you know. I think I get the opinion that it's trying to make a point, aren't they? I don't know who to, you know, they're always making a point about something. I think that's what the theme is.
Which I believe you find are the sleeve notes to Never Mind the Bollocks. Always trying to make a point. I don't know what point is. I think that's about it. I went back and I think I filmed me Uncle and Auntie again. I don't know what happened.
I think, well, what if they saw me with my son, you know?
Now, well, there's so much good in the best of us,
yes.
the worst of us, and so much good in... No, what is it? There's so much good in the best of us and so much bad in the worst of us. It hardly behoves any of us to criticise the rest of us. And it's true.
Shut up. She's an old lady. Right, no. But what she's saying is this. This is my son, right? You might laugh at him. Hey, but look at your own children. Because there's two things, right? People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. And let him who is without sin cast the first stone, right? These apparently are interchangeable in Huddersfield.
They shouldn't, love. And there's quite a few glass houses knocking about.
Some people know to write on about.
But they're always the first to cast the first stone, aren't they?
As you know, at Holby, we do try and avoid the lady toilety type things, but this one I think would be very useful to us. As you can see here, it's the ladies' toilet. Imagine a young lady had a couple of gin and tonics, Bacardi, Thunderbird, whatever ladies drink these days, don't know. And she's come and she thinks, oh well, this is it, this is the toilet. Crouches down behind the boxes for a bit of privacy, realises her mistake, and she's actually, you know, as it were, doing the downstairs plumbing thing in the street, then stands up in her embarrassment, maybe a car comes, starts, tries to run, but still with the undergarments around the knees, around the ankles. Well, she'd go over, all sorts of damage you could do here to the cranial region. Not, you know, I don't think we'd want to get involved with the plumbing, the business of the plumbing department, but certainly here, cranial injuries, maybe rolling off the car into the boxes. Lovely, and also here, I'd give a little call to my friend on the Sweeney. That's coming back there. I always find this kind of thing useful because we do interact in the TV world. But this is absolutely smashing for us with the lady toilet type thing. Oh, sorry, no, it's not. This ain't mine. I think Dale's been round, my very good friend Dale, Supermarkets Written. He's left one of his books there, but it's not mine. It's that. Man of the month in tight-fitting jeans. The reason I was here, because I was talking to my mum, and she asked me if I still had the LP that she made, which I have. Because my mum, I don't know if you're aware of the fact that my mum was a great lover of penguins, one of the world's leading authority in penguins. She used to keep penguins, but what would happen was when she went out, she'd come home and they'd have got a load of penguin friends round, they'd opened the champagne, they'd got the canopies out and the savoury dips, they had the loud music going, and they were, as they say in the young person's parlance, boogieing on down. And she'd come, and this is the album that she made, look, another flipping party. So she had to put a stop for that. So when I go and see me mum, I'll drop that off to her. I'll tell you what I've got for you now. As you know, I am pretty much the man the Americans come to if they want a bit of television made. And the police came to me and they said, you're under arrest for... No, that was another night. They came and said, we want you to make a programme with our police. So I went out, and what's happened here is one of my favourite characters, a lad called Fat Benny, who's a bit of a sneak thief. Goes in and out of people's bedroom windows if they sleep downstairs and there's a big French window. And they're chasing him. Basically, here he is, Fat Benny being chased.
Benny, stop running! We got a dog coming!
Benny thinking, a little bit of a snack for me then.
Stop running, Benny!
Hey!
Stop running, Benny!
There you go. Anyway, eventually they catch Fat Benny, and here he is now. Now, they've got a bit of a problem here now with Fat Benny. Fat Benny's got his own problem, which is if you break out from a federal penitentiary, Benny, first thing, lose the shirt. But basically, because he's climbed over all these fences, he's stuck in this little paddock, and there's a bit of a problem with getting him out. But they sort that out, no worries.
There's gonna be a way to get him. We'll squeeze you through there.
Hang on, run that one by me again. Squeeze him through where? Now, a bit of a problem with perspective there, you see. As you get closer, the hole automatically gets smaller. That's the way it works.
Only time.
You want to take him around to the gate? Wait, you got over here.
Squeeze me through here.
No, we'll squeeze him through, he's all right.
Squeeze through there.
Benny now, one of the great criminal minds, realises, hang on, there's a camera crew here, there's 3 coppers. You know one of the best ways of getting off a charge when it comes to court? Claiming police brutality. They brutalised me. No confession can be upheld because I was brutalised.
Benny, go. Push yourself through, bud. Go. My arm's bleeding.
Get your leg through.
What we've got here is the great pissed off copper. Look, I'm in agony, Benny. Just put your leg through.
Get your leg through.
Put your damn leg through.
Get your leg through.
Look at my arm, cuz.
Okay.
Step through, baby. Push the gate, cuz. Step through, Benny.
Let go of your arm.
Can you push the gate?
Go.
The gate. Step
Oh, yeah, I can push that.
Go.
Oh, I can't walk now.
Push the gate.
Oh, that's it. I've been brutalised. And his other problem, of course, as you no doubt saw, he ripped that rather expensive T-shirt he was wearing. Terrible thing. And because Benny's a man who spends a lot of money on his clothes, because he now has a panic attack that they've stopped him. They're going to put him in the police car, but the car he was in before has got his clothes on. And, wow, it cost a lot of money because he's a snappy dresser.
Hey, Pac-Man, can I get a favor, though?
Well, maybe.
Can I get my clothes out the back, cuz?
Where am I gonna put them?
Take them in jail with me, cuz. No, my clothes in there.
How much clothes is
$100 in that bag, cuz. $100 clothes, cuz.
There's $100 clothes in there, man. Come on. And to prove I wear expensive clothes, look, just to make the point even more clearly, I'll start talking slightly fey.
What's in there?
How much clothes is
in that bag, cuz. $100 clothes, cuz.
It's like 100 clothes. I shop on Rodeo Drive. Don't get his clothes from him. Don't be horrible and read him his rights.
Them expensive ass clothes in the back seat. I just picked them up.
Go and get his clothes.
Listen up, okay? Before you go anywhere, listen up. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. Did you understand all that? Do you understand all your rights?
No. Here's a point, right? Look. I think that is a point of law, though. If you don't understand your rights, then you're not under arrest, are you? I don't know. I think it's right.
Did you understand all that? Do you understand all your rights?
No.
You don't? What don't you understand?
What you just read.
Okay.
Number 2 and 3 and 4.
Okay.
I don't understand any of it. Not number 2, number 3, number 4. I remember how many there were, but I don't understand any of it. But all because I'll tell you why, because my mind's distracted. Because I'm worried about my $100 clothes. Okay? And I'll make a deal with you. I'll understand my rights if you'll get my $100 clothes.
All right. Well, we'll get you a crayon over there and we'll write it out for you, okay? How's that?
Here they come. Thank God for that. Nino Ferrucci bag.
$100 pair of shorts, those would be to put on.
Yeah. Woohoo! Look at those.
I'm sorry, I'm missing something here. Oh, what, there's something unusual about those jeans, is there? I think a nice pair of tight-fitting bathers like that is absolutely what man needs. In fact, I may go and put my own on now. I've got to go. I'll see you later.
Right, come on, Bob, time for the show. Let's go. Come through.
Hey.
Come on, come through.
Hey, how am I supposed to get through here?
Just squeeze through the gap, Bob. Put your foot through. Remember, you walk on, you tell some jokes, pick up some props, do some video clips, make them laugh. Do you understand that?
No.
You understand, Bob?
Everything you just said from 1 to 4. That's me, Dad. All right, Dad. How you doing? Me dancing.
We like for him to be at home so we can feed him and look after him and make sure that he's okay.